Elder Jacob Gates of the Presidency of the 70s then spoke to the conference. If we have received the gospel in honest hearts and have kept our covenants, we have received the witness of the Spirit of God and of its truth. I received the gospel 56 years ago, under the administration of Apostle Orson Pratt, and from that time I have known of the truth of this church, its divine origin. In the darkest days, when I have been thrown into prison on false charges, I have always been able to bear testimony. Not only did I receive this witness through the impressions of the Spirit of truth, but also by the administration of angels. I met the prophet Joseph Smith in 1834 in the camp of those who were gathered together to go up to redeem Zion, which has not yet been redeemed, but it will be in the future. During my travels of 1,000 miles, I became well acquainted with the prophet Joseph. I became satisfied from personal knowledge and observation that he was the great prophet of 19th century, and a greater prophet, by way of comparison, has never lived on the earth. I know that he was a prophet of the living God, and that his words have been fulfilled. You who are here today are witnesses of the fulfillment of his predictions. But before he died, he said that this people should go to the valleys of the Rocky Mountains, that they would drink of the cool streams which flow down from the canyons, and would remain here until they become a great and powerful people. I lived as his neighbor after he was driven out from Missouri, in Nauvoo. I knew him well. I saw him in life and also in death, when his blood had been shed by a ruthless mob in this land of freedom. I have never known his blood to be atoned for. The people of the world do not understand us, nor the works we are performing at present. If they did, they would come to us and acknowledge that it is the work of God. Every Latter-day Saint should prepare for the great events of the future. Let us be humble and faithful, and be united as the heart of one man. Iniquity should be searched out, and our houses set in order. This is in unison with a revelation on that subject given through President John Taylor. The speaker exhorted the quorums of 70s especially to purify their organizations, that they may be prepared to wield a greater influence in the midst of the world. Zion is the pure in heart. Therefore, the work of each officer and member of the church is to purify the heart, that the community may fully be in accord with the genius of the gospel. Every saint must cultivate faith and purity in his own heart. I have spoken of Joseph Smith. I can also bear testimony regarding Brigham Young, who was his successor as the head of the church on earth. I heard him speaking with the voice of Joseph after the latter's death. I have the same testimony to bear concerning John Taylor and Wilford Woodruff.